Hey everybody, let's talk about transformation or transforming something. As we know, Control T gives us our transform and it gives us our bounding box. If we hold one corner, notice we go larger and smaller. It stays in ratio, which I really like. If I want both sides to get bigger from the top right and the bottom left, hold that Alt button down and notice it grows both directions. If I want to actually make it and maybe condense it or squatty it, hold the Shift button down and pick one of those corners or the sides and notice it works that way too. But for right now, we're going to leave her just like this, and that's how it is. Also know that we have the bounding box that's similar to Illustrator with some of my Illustrator videos. You can come over to the far right corner, and instead of it just point out and back, if I go a little farther out, you're going to see that there is that right angle, or I call it the boomerang. That means I'm able to take it and rotate it too. I can do it arbitrarily, or if I hold the Shift button down, it does it in 15-degree segments. So it works out really kind of nice, and I really like that a lot. Illustrated only did it in 45, 90, of course, 45 segments. This is in 15, and I really like it. And it works really well. Also, if I wanted to, I can hold that Shift button down, and I could also go like this. Notice I'm going to put it into the gray. I'll have to move it back. But notice I've just reversed Statue of Liberty also. And that's kind of a neat idea too. There's other ways to do it. I'll get to those later on in the video or the second video, but let's keep going and move on. So let's go Control Z that. Come back here. Now where are most of the transformations? They're under Edit, and you're going to see Free Transform. That's what we're going to Control T. But we're going to look at Transform itself. I've already done Scale and Rotate. Really simple. I like to do it in Free Transform, but it works well this way. If you're looking for a specific number and you can't hit it arbitrarily by moving your mouse, you can always do the rotate and just type in a number, and that number comes in up here, as you can see up top here. Well, kind of move it right over there. So let's go here, go to Edit, come back here to our Transform. If I do Rotate, it's right here. I can type it in right there. So if I say 45, there it goes. Sorry about that, but of course we make mistakes, and I'm so fine with that. Now let's go to our next one, and let's come down to Transform, and let's go to Skew. Skew, I'm going to be able to take a corner, and notice I can go, it shows me with that little arrow, I can go left and right, or I can go up and down. Now it's just the one corner. Now I can do other corners by all means. Don't worry about that. Like, see, I can come up here and do it like that, kind of make a parallelogram or however you want to do it. And that works fine. And I'm fine with that. And then also notice I'm unable to actually move the sides in or out, but I can move them up and down too. And that works with all of them. And notice you'll see the actual arrows going back. It shows you right near the arrow that I can only go left and right and things like that. And that's Skew, and Skew works out really well. Set that back to original. Go to the next one. Frame transformation, so we have Distort. Distort's kind of my go-to. Said this in class a bunch of times. I have free reign on what I want to do. Okay, I can grab any of these corners or any of these squares. Take a corner, I can bring it in, I can bring it up. It goes any different direction I want it to go. Okay, and it looks pretty cool. It looks like this is a piece of paper. It's kind of like I'm kind of moving and manipulating, and it's really kind of nice. I can also take the actual path itself or the middle of the path, and I can move it around too. Distort has so much more you can do with it. It's kind of skew and perspective putting together. It's really kind of neat. I use this a lot when I need to put this on a plane that's just a little different and unique. Okay. Now the next one and the last one and is where we're going to go to and transform is going to be perspective. And perspective is pretty cool. It kind of does the same thing with the corners, but like skew, but instead of moving one corner, it moves two. So if I go left and right, the opposite one goes. And notice I've just created Statue of Liberty to be much taller. I'm looking more down at what we call a worm's eye view, where I'm looking up at it, okay? Or I can take it, let's go one more time. I can bring it down like this. And that looks like I'm putting on the side of a wall and things like that. And I'm going to stop right there and we'll pick it up again.